Hello guys, today we'll analyze the stock of Borosel. So this stock has given 25% returns in the last 1 year. The price of this stock was around 201 rupees on last trading day which was on 27th of August 2021 and it was down by approx 4% on that day. Looking at the overview, the company belongs in the consumer discretionary segment into the housewares. It is a small cap having a market cap of approx 2,300 crores and stock is 2.93 times followed as Nifty. The PE ratio of the stock is around 54. So this looks big, but when we compare it to sector PE is minus 366. So on comparison, we can say that company is quite undervalued than the sector and company has been able to generate profits while P ratio of sector is in negative, which means that other companies in the sector are not able to generate profits. So these are good signs for Borosel. Even the PV ratio of Borosel is around 3, but sector PV ratio is almost 5. So yes, company is undervalued and these figures looks good for the purpose of investment. Also guys, if you want to see more such videos, then you can like the video and subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit the bell icon for being notified. Now let us have an overlook of Borosel. So it has 50 plus years of experience and they are the market leader in microwavable kitchenware as well as laboratory glassware. When we have a look at their products, they have consumer products division under which they have all categories of products which can be used in kitchenware. Even when we look at the transformation of the company, earlier they were producing glass products, but now they are a consumer brand company. Earlier they were using occasional use, they were manufacturing those products, but now they are manufacturing daily use, storage, appliances, everything. Before they had single brand, now they have many brands. Some of their big trade partners include Big Bazaar, Walmart, Kmart, and many more. Even some of the key institutional investors are LG, Bosch, Whirlpool, Samsung, Panasonic. We can see that they are not dependent on single big client, but they have variety of big clients which gives safety to whole organization. When we look at the market opportunity, we can see a growth in every segment of the business, approx 10 to 20% growth and even a good market size. But most of the market size is in domestic appliances, which is around 9,000 crores. Having a look at the category wise sales, then we can see that a huge growth is in every segment in consumer wear, be it glassware, non-glassware, opalware, and almost 700% growth in opalware, which is a brand of kitchenware like plates and dishes. Now the second division is scientific products, which includes the product like laboratory glassware and lab instrumentation and pharma packaging. Under this also company has transformed itself. Before they were having a single brand of Porocel, but now they have three brands: Porocel, LabQuest, Glasspack. Earlier they were only in lab glassware, but now they have added lab instruments and pharma packaging also. Before they were doing only domestic business, but now they have diversified their business to international borders also. Some of the key customers in this scientific division include Cipla, Lupin, Dr. Reddy. So we can see many big names here. And the opportunity in this segment, then in lab glassware India, there is estimated growth of 8 to 10%, and the market size of lab glassware is around 4,000 crores, but it has a slow growth rate. Again, a growth in all three segments of laboratory glassware, instrumentation, and packaging. The third product which company is providing is a solar glass. Now guys, if you want to invest in this company only on the basis of production of solar glass, I would recommend you to invest in Borosel Renewables because it is more focused on that. But important point is that it is the India's first and only solar glass manufacturer, which are photovoltaic glasses. Having a look at the shareholding pattern, then 70.5% of the holding is with promoters, 0.2% with other institutions, 2% with FPIs, and 27.3% with other parties, which also includes the retail investors. Also guys, if you want me to cover any specific stock or industry, then you can let me know in the comment section below. Having a financial overview, then their net sales have grown by 145% when we compare quarterly basis year on year. Even EBITDA has improved by 1367%, profit before tax by 200%. So company has shown massive improvement in this QY FY22. But company also had a loss in FY 2018, and loss was not very big, but it was a loss and a small loss in which net income was a negative. If we look at the returns generated by the company, then return on equity is 6.8%, which is less than the industry. The industry is around 10.7%. Even ROA is less than the industry. And for the company, it is around 5.4%. ROCE for the company is 9.6%. So returns are not very huge. When we look at the financial position, then in short term company has more assets than the liabilities, and in long term we can see this graph of assets is very tall but liabilities are very small. So company is having a very strong position. Debt to equity ratio of the company is around 1.2%. So company is not debt free, but it is almost debt free. It has very small debt. This red part here is the debt, and we can see this line is going down with time, and maybe in the future company might become debt free. And this green line here is the cash available with the company. So we can see that company has enough cash to cover all its debt and working capital requirement also. So this is the chart of Borosil Limited on a 1 day time frame. Now one thing which we can clearly see is that stock is facing a resistance at the level of 253, but currently stock is far below that level and it is trading around 201. Now I can find one support for the stock at this level of 210, and we can see in the month of August stock broke this support and is currently trading below this support level. And as it broke the support, it also tried to cross this resistance, but it couldn't. So if somebody is already invested in this stock, I think they should hold on to this stock. But yes, if you don't want to hold this stock for a very long time, then you can place an SL at the level of 195 and you can exit the stock if the stock comes to this level. But if someone is looking for a fresh entry, then a good level can be above the support when the stock shows strong signs of reversal. So guys, this was all from this video. If you found the content helpful, then please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you.